Yeah, there we go. Okay. It looks good to me. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of go right into this. Try and not waste too much time. I say that as I spend like 30 minutes, troubleshooting. Okay. So we're gonna go over some Week 9 games. I'm gonna do them kind of by team, but so the first one we're gonna do is let's see. All right, we're gonna do Shift Click versus Barcode, and then we're gonna do Flash Coin Whales versus Shift Click versus Team Name, and then Flash Coin Whales versus Barcode. So those are the tier 3s we're gonna do today. So right in, we're just gonna get into, I guess, the first set of games. It's gonna be a PvP. Let's see. Let me. You know what? I'm just not gonna do the scoreboard tonight. It's just too much. We'll do it next time. Kind of already starting very late, so we'll just kind of get into the game and yeah. Okay. Here we go. So the first map for Week 9 is going to be Dominator, and this is going to be a PvP. So here we go. Ooh. I'm not getting anything. You got to be kidding me. This setting doesn't work either. Okay. None of my settings work. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see how automatic works. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to have to tell it what to do. Do that. There we go. That works. That's something. Okay. Whoops. Oh. Okay. Well, let me, okay. Ha. I don't have my replay. This, like, oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Okay. All right. I'm going to have just to add a replay blocker. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to do that again. And I'll just add the replay blocker. Okay. No. God damn it. I'm so dumb. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to remake the game. And I made my own makeshift replay blocker, and we'll just put that on. Okay. And I'll pause it before we do anything. Okay. So this is going to be Gummi versus Ramshu. I have... Oh, wow, really? All right. Let me see where this is. Okay. I got to move it up a little bit there. Well, that's progress. Let's move it up just a little bit more. There. That's progress. That's good enough for me. I don't really care. Okay. All right. Let's go. In the in the 11 o'clock position on Dominator, our blue Protoss Ramshu. And in the, I guess, I don't know, 6:30 position, almost 7 o'clock position, our red Protoss, it is GPK. Whoops. We got a pylon kind of here. Some interesting. So with the pylon here, you will definitely be able to fit a core here, but obviously, you know, you want the pathing, the return pathing. So that's interesting. And we have a gateway kind of here. This is also interesting. This kind of creates a little bit of a wall. And I don't think there will be a pathing issue. So two very interesting pylon placements. Okay, so we've got a... Okay. So we're thinking about like kind of moving down here, I guess. And Gummi is scouting right away on presumably 10. Ramshu scouting a little bit later. Gummi gonna get the first scout. And second gateway. Beautiful. And it looks like Ramshu is going to be going for I'm not sure. Ramshu's not building anything. Okay, there's the Zealot. Okay, so this might be a Zealot Core Zealot opener. Little Oops. Little slow on the hold on. Let me pause this. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. So, anyway, we're a little slow on I think the production for Ramshu. So probably, you know, probably still getting used to hotkeys and knowing where everything is on the keyboard. I know that like that's at least when I first started years and years ago, that was for a long time a very quiet struggle of mine, is just having the keyboard memorized so you don't have to look down at everything all the time. So could be a number of reasons why we're seeing a little bit slow on the spending, but you know, that's this is a very mechanical game and there's a lot of mechanical hurdles to get through. So we've got 3 gate and a core coming for Gummi. And we got 3 Zealots coming up. So, nice. And 3 Zealots here for Gummi, for Ramshu as well. So, not good surface area. The red Protoss is definitely getting the upper hand in this fight, even though it was even. This is a narrow choke, so I don't think that the blue Zealots were getting the best surface area in that fight. Nonetheless, it was held with just probes, and we still have Zealots. So, so that defense, that attack was held, and we do have +1 armor coming up for blue. We have 3 more Zealots inbound, but there, it's going to take them a few seconds to get there. And it looks like we have a Forge incoming as well. So red is definitely keeping up the pressure. I feel like for this map, I feel like you really want to have your Zealot line here, because these narrow ramps, if you can only fit 2 of yours on here, but your opponent can get like 3, or you can't just get, you know what I mean? It's very narrow, very hard to deal with, very hard to navigate and stuff. Plus, this is like a free wide choke point for a wall of Zealots just right here. So, oh, we are engaging. Much better engagement for blue this time, but still, I think red is going to take the fight. Again, just getting better. Just getting better surface area with the Zealots. And now we have goons mixed in. This usually spells disaster. When you're doing a 2-gate and you have all the Zealot pressure and then the goons come in, that's usually, I mean, if you don't have a response, if you don't have it under control by then, it's usually disaster. So, and kind of here we Big Bank kind of going for GPK, so probably focusing a little bit more on the fight than focusing on macro. And GG. All right. Good, well done. Very, very solid game 1. And we're going to go into game 2. All right. So game 2 is going to be on Eclipse. And this is PvP. I am expecting to see dual gas steals. I'm kidding. Okay. In the top right, our blue Protoss is Ramshu. And in the bottom left, our red Protoss, Gummi. So, I think generally speaking, at this level of skill, where we're maybe still trying to get our mechanics down, or maybe we're still trying to learn the game and stuff. I feel like Gummi's strategy for going 2-gate, just opening 2-gate, is a pretty sound strategy. Definitely, so in CPL we have, for those who are watching that don't know CPL, or new and maybe don't know what's available, we have a Discord, and on our Discord, in our Protoss, kind of our Protoss themed general chat, we have a bunch of pins from various points in Protoss coaching, CPL's Protoss coaching history, and in one of those pins we have, from one of our previous coaches, recommended openers for varying degrees of skill. And if you're very new to RTS, or in particular Starcraft's brand of strategy, where it's very hotkey driven and you have to know all the buttons and you have to have very good button dexterity. Like, look at this. This is a 50-50 APM match. This is a 50 APM versus 50 APM match. So in this kind of a match, where it's low APM, or we're still learning the game, opening 2-gate, which is what our red Protoss did in game 1, opening 2-gate is a very good way to go. So just opening 2-gate Zealot and just running and just doing Zealot pressure and just learning how to do that. I remember when I started getting back into StarCraft a few years ago, I think it was like around 2021 or 22. I had APM like this. I had 50 APM. So and now I have I have an EAPM of like 150. So you can raise your APM. I had to do a lot of repetitious mechanical exercises that had nothing to do with the game. I just had to learn how to type keys in sequence and spam, and I spam cycled keys as an exercise. So there's lots of different ways you can build your APM. It's a very doable thing, but yeah, this is a very low APM match. So I like what Ramshu is deciding to do. Ramshu kind of learned from game 1, where the opponent went open 2-gate, and Ramshu decided to open 2-gate, and built a couple zealots to where they can hold this ramp. Whoops, sorry guys. Built a couple zealots to where they can hold this ramp, and then just built a bunch of gateways. And then hopefully they're going to start. Oh, and they're building goons. So there's kind of defending their ramp with some zealots, making sure they're safe, and they're just teching right into goons. So this is a not a bad way to go. I still think on the whole, Ramshu is, look, we don't have this blinking at all, and we're down 6 workers, so, I do think that the macros still needs to be worked on, but this is, very good starting point here. One of our old coaches as well has some exercises. Master Ray has some exercises on macro in the Protoss CPL Discord that I would recommend looking at as well. It's also in the pins, so we'll see. I think that for Ramshu, I would definitely recommend looking at those macro that macro tutorial. It looks to me like GPK has a pretty good handle on this. Even Goons, a few more Zealots, but oh, and a DT. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so GPK, Gummi maybe having a little bit more of the macro production basics down, but you know, again, this isn't building probes either, so again, we could work on that. But the GPK seems to have an actual like build sense down. So, and DTs, the Invisible Men, doing their nasty business again. It's the DTs. So yeah, just some kind of thoughts. Just some kind of thoughts to look at. But it's a pretty straightforward game. I think both players could stand to keep working on their production. Oh my gosh. DTs are going to deny the expansion. This doesn't get canceled. It just gets completely decimated. More DTs coming across the map. Wow, this is Dunzo. Look at that. They're just like blocking the ramp. And now we're going in and killing probes. Painful, I know. You don't want a GG, but you have to. Oh my gosh. All right, well played. So yeah, that's I'm actually kind of glad we got to look at that because in all the times that I've been playing CPL and I've casted CPL at tier 3, I have not seen a sub 100 APM match. This is my first like 50 APM versus 50 APM match that I've seen. So it's really cool to watch because you know, this was me like 3 years ago. Literally, I was at 50 APM 3 years ago. Maybe even 4 years ago. Anyway, on to the next series. Okay, so GG 2-0 for Gummi. Playing for, I believe, I'm not sure what, anyway, 2-0 for Gummi. Well done. Up next, we're going to go to Whirlwind versus SHimmer Rev. TVP. All the way back to Dominator. And here we go. Oh, okay. All right. In the 3 o'clock position on Dominator are Orange Terran playing for, I think Barcode. I'm sorry, no, I think playing for Shift Clique. It is Whirlwind playing as Summit Wind this game. And our Magenta Protoss playing for team name didn't make. It is SHimmer. This is kind of more like the slower end of tier 3 that I expect to see, like kind of in the 70, 80 to 100 range. This is a really, like, I would say a good, what I've seen, a typical tier 3 low APM range. So we'll see what we get here. So it looks like Whirlwind is walling at the ramp, trying to keep out those pesky zealots. SHimmer, meanwhile, sending off a scout. Well, that feels a little early. Was that like an 11? Was that like an 11 or 12 scout? Might have been a 12. Taking gas, looking good. SHimmer is going to get the first scout. Sees the wall. Not building a zealot. So SHimmer is kind of looking at the wall, and so if you don't plan on building a zealot and throwing it in here as a Protoss, you're just kind of making note of, well, okay, this could be aggression, or it could just be a safe play. Who knows? It is possible to see a 2-fact out of a wall, and it looks like, oh, look at that. It's going to be a 2-fact. So Summit Wind is going to get the second scout here. First goon gets out and has to just totally fight through all of the mining probes. I hate that. Probably not the best SimCity for that first gateway if the goon has to fight your mineral line, but it happens. Definitely at this tier, you don't always have the most optimal SimCity, and you just kind of have to go with what works and what doesn't. Wow. Nice job blocking this Nexus. That is supremely annoying. Especially if you're trying to go 23 Nexus. Very good job delaying that. So we've got 4 Marines. And it looks like we're building a supply depot. Yep, these tanks are getting built, man. This is going to not be fun. Although if we can get another goon up here, we only have 2. Bummer. This is, yeah, we're gonna need to pull back. This is between the Vulture and the 3 Marines, that's not enough. Now, if we built a goon on 23, no, yeah, if we built a goon on 23 instead of building probes, this might be a different story. So this is a very fast 2-fact. I'm guessing it's just 1 tank. I'm guessing the second tank is just now coming out. But that's very, very fast. If it's just 1 tank and 4 Marines. So I don't know. I see 2 more gates 2 more goons coming out. 4 goons can 2-shot a tank. And there's not a whole lot of Marines here. I don't know. Oh, there's another one. This might just break SHimmer. Just break him. Oh, there we go. 5 goons are out. Oh, man. 2 of them are popped. Nice job combining the probes in. Did take out 1 tank. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Is he going to hold this? That's crazy. That was so close. I don't know. That's still some macro coming out of the Terran. That's unfortunate. He's just not getting any shots off on those tanks. And he doesn't have an optimal amount of goons either. Yeah, this is over. Almost held it. GG is called. All right. 1 point on the board for Shift Clique. That was very, very close. Like, I really feel like if we built a 3rd goon at 23, all things considered, we would have had 1 extra goon, and we might have held that. It was that close. It could have just come down to having 1 extra goon. All right. Oh, whoops. Wrong map. We already saw that one. We want to go into game 2. There we go. Okay. On to Eclipse. There we go. That was wow. That was a very close game. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have team colors this time. Our in the top right on Eclipse are Blue Terran, Whirlwind, Summit Wind, and in our bottom left are Red Protoss, SHimmer, playing for SHimmer's for team name didn't make, I believe, and Summit Wind for Shift Clique. So DeWalt on YouTube has a 23 Nexus VOD, and in it he makes a comment. So when you do a 23 Nexus opener, after you build your expansion at 23, you have the option of building more probes or building another goon. And okay, so there goes. So that's an 11. That's like a 10 scout. That was a gateway scout. Okay. So you have the option of building more probes or building another goon at 23, and that's the build. That's like the fork in the build. Now in the video, DeWalt says that most of the time when you go 23 Nexus, most of the time you want to build another goon. So, there's building another goon at 23 does gives you a little. I feel like it gives you a little bit more stopping power. If the Terran's going to push you, it also gives you a little bit less of a lull. If you're harassing a bunker, you can get a 3rd goon there sooner than if you built a goon on 26. I think, yeah, on 26. So, I don't pretend to know the mind of DeWalt, but I would guess that could be those two things giving you more pressure power sooner and giving you more stopping power against pushes would be why you would want to, more often than not, build an extra goon at 23. That would just, and just based on the game that I saw last, the 23 goon may very well have decided the match in favor of Protoss. It may literally have just come down to having that one more goon sooner. So we'll see what happens. It looks like Terran's going for another 2-fact. But you know, last time Summit Wind kind of skimped on Marines, only built 4. I mean, you know, it's not uncommon to see something like 5 or 8 Marines when you do a 2-fact. So he kind of skimped a little bit, and you know, just focus more on the tanks. So we'll see if he's gonna skimp again. It looks like he is. And the goon is just kind of going over there. So you want to check with your goon to confirm a CC here. SHimmer just now confirmed that there is no CC at 4 minutes, so he pulls back. And actually, this is a better spot. Rather than pulling all the way back, having your goons here, or even having like 1 or 2 of them up here, and then the rest of them back here, something. But there's a bunch of different ways you can go, but it looks like we're going to see the same push out of Terran again. Looks like we're going to see that move out at 1 tank and just rally everything. 3 Marines this time instead of 4. Wow. Bold move, Mr. Rayner. So we are... Oh, man. This one goon could totally clobber this vulture, by the way. I mean, I don't blame SHimmer for wanting to keep the army together, but that goon could have totally clobbered that vulture. And it will totally clobber this Marine, too. But the tanks are inbound. This game, it feels like, is getting shorter by the second. So this is also kind of a thing like where you don't really want to clump your units up like this, especially against a push. You know, you definitely want your goons like kind of out a little bit more and maybe spread them a little bit. Not personally to just SHimmer, but also to anyone else who's watching and interested. Yeah, this went even worse than the last game. Wow. All right, GG. 2 more points on the board for Shift Clique. Well done for Summit Wind. You know, they do say, Artosa specifically has said that Terran is a timing attack race, and this is a good, if you're learning Terran, if you're specifically like tier 3 learning TVP, this is a good way to go. Literally just get a timing attack build done and hit them before like 6 minutes. You know, eventually Protosses will learn how to deal with it, but it's very hard to deal with. It's very micro intensive, and it makes TVP, at least at tier 3, just really, really stacked in Terran favor. So if you're tier 3, don't ever let anybody tell you that TVP is Protoss favored, because just 2 fact. It's literally that easy, as we just saw. Here's a series where it looks so easy. All right. Up next, we have another PvP. Jakester versus DJ Koen. I am very much looking forward to this series. I've played Jakester in the past, and DJ Koen is pretty active in CPL. So let's see what we got. Okay. All right. On Dominator in the 3 o'clock position are Blue Protoss. It is DJ Koen. And in the nice 7 o'clock position are Red Protoss. It is Jakester. Jakester doing the good old super spam. And DJ Koen just kind of, again, as we've seen, just at a nice, comfortable low APM, you know. So in my opinion, it's totally okay to spam. Whoops, sorry. In my opinion, it is totally okay to spam if it's an exercise. It's totally okay to spam if you're just trying to get your fingers, if you're just trying to get your fingers used to always moving, right? So it's great to do it as a dexterity exercise. If you're just spamming to watch the numbers go up, not a good idea. So even though we're seeing games that have like 40, 50, 70, 90, 80, you know, like really low, even though we're seeing really low APM games here, it's not necessarily an awful thing to have low APM at tier 3. It's way better to have 70 APM and hit all of your macro and all of your timings than it is to have 300 APM and not hit your macro and your timings. It's way better to just hit your macro than it is to focus on the numbers. But if you're training your fingers to be repetitive and to always move and stuff, spamming is okay, in my opinion. You know, you have to... Muscle memory is something that you have to train yourself to do. So, you know, I'm totally okay with that. So it looks like we're seeing a Zealot, a 2-gate out of DJ Koen. So we just have a Zealot, and we're building 2 more Zealots, and then we're going into a core. And we're also getting a 2-gate here for Jakester, but we're not transitioning into core quite as quickly, which is there's a finesse with 2-gate. There is absolutely a finesse with 2-gate. You can absolutely stay on 2 gates and no core for really long. So instead of going for a core, Jakester is opting to go for more economy. So instead of teching into goons, Jakester is planning on being greedy and getting a faster base. This is another finesse with 2-gate in PvP. The finesse that you learn as you play is, when should I tech out of Zealots and into Cybernetics, and when should I expand? Those two things, it's like there's actually a little like weird meta sometimes with those two timings. So both players here doing the same opening strategy, but going for slightly different paths. I feel like if DJ Koen is aggressive and stays on the aggression and keeps the pressure up, I really feel like the quicker goon transition could work. But that said, range started really late. Now, until we get like 5 goons, these cannons are going to be crazy strong. This is going to be crazy strong until we get like a bunch of goons out. So I really feel like we kind of maybe rushed into Robo a little bit here. But again, this is a weird finesse with 2-gate. Like once you get the opening and the rhythm of it down, there's this really weird meta here. So now DJ Koen, like the blue Protoss is like, oh, I'm way behind in economy. He already has his Nexus up. I should build my Nexus. So you're now Jakester is like kind of dictating the tempo of the game a little bit. So this is why 2-gate is a headache for me. I prefer not to play 2-gate. There's a lot of mind gamey meta crap with 2-gate that I'm like, yo, I just want to make goons and win, okay? So this expansion is coming up a little bit later. Have more zealots, and if the zealots get on top of the goons, they can do damage, but the goons can totally kite the zealots. So until the blue Protoss starts getting some goons out of their own, they're not going to be able to be aggressive. So instead, what the blue Protoss is doing, which actually now that I see this, I don't actually disagree with the Robo. So I take back what I said about the the fast Robo. If you can't be aggressive, you can totally fly in with the Reaver and be a nuisance. So it looks like this is the route that the blue Protoss is going to take, is to fly in with the Reaver and be a pain in the neck. Hopefully. There we go. So the shuttle it has a Reaver and it is inbound. And it looks like he's going to try and head straight for this little vulnerable area right here. Now, there is a cannon here at the main. So he's not going to be able to get too close to this, but he might be able to snipe this cannon. There is nothing here and nothing... Okay, well, there's goons being built. There's nothing protecting these. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, those goons just finished in time. Yeah, if he can snipe that cannon, he's going to have so much harass potential. There we go. He could totally harass freely now and just pick off probes. All right. Oh, there we go. Just go in right here. All right. 2 kills. 5 kills on the Reaver. Nice. Whoops. Just trying to catch him before he got out of the screen. Finally gonna try and shoo this away, but look at that. 10 kills on the Reaver already. Oh, wow. 15 kills. 15 probe kills. That, wow. No, yeah. He has to hit now. That totally paid off. in terms of economy. Oh, this is, yeah. So, good call. Totally has to hit. He's low in economy. He has to rebuild his workers. He has to make this work. Now, the blue Protoss was a bit out of position, and this is totally enough goons to win this. We still have more goons at home that are not being deployed. But we might be able to... Oh, there we go. We're going to mix in some probes, I guess. There we go. We needed those a lot sooner. Nice, nice move here. He really needed to do something because he was economically on the back foot. Is he gonna hold this? No, he's not. It's 4-3. He's just barely not. Oh no, he might hold it. There's a Reaver. Oh wow. He just holds it with the Reaver. Nice. Oh my gosh. So, I don't feel like that Reaver play overall worked out. Because this counterattack just totally flipped the game around. Yeah, look at that. So it was originally like this, but flipped. It was originally like after the Reaver, it was like 20. It was like Jakester had 19 probes and DJ Koen had like 30. Right? It was totally flipped, and now it's just a complete. The tables have just completely turned. And it was all because of that counterattack. So that was a very, very good game sense. Blue Protoss sharking around with another Reaver shuttle full of Reavers. Oh, look! I see a third. And a probe. Another counterattack coming across. This time it's pure speed zealot. This will actually clobber goons. Okay. You get a bunch of speed zealots on top of a bunch of goons, the speed zealots will win. Look at that. That's not enough. You needed a few more. Oh, there we go. The shuttles. The Reaver's now here. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's funny! Oh my gosh, that's funny. They're gonna die anyway, might as well attack, right? That's hilarious. So there are no more Reavers in here. It's pretty even now with workers. When all is said and done, I don't feel like that Zealot counterattack worked quite as well, but he only had like, what, 8 Zealots? Not very much. So... what we got here? We have a pylon wall here, and the third is up, and it looks like the goons are gonna try and just hit this bottom ramp here. Now there are enough goons here So the blue Protoss now kind of has the macro advantage. What we have 6 gates at home producing. So we have 6 gates at home. About even on workers. Yeah. Nice job. Nice move out and just going for the third. Looks like we have another Reaver drop incoming. Oops. There it is. Yeah, sure. Let's just kill like 80 million more probes. Why not? We've been doing this all game. 10 more probes. Oh man, what a brutal game. These, oh, what are the upgrades? I have to look at upgrades. There's 0 upgrades on both sides, but these are enough speed zealots to push this back, I would say. We have Reaver over here. Oh, just killing probes. Okay. I totally missed that. That's funny. And morphing into Archons, but, you know, we don't really have an answer for the economy. And we have another round of macro coming in. Are these slow zealots? Okay, so GG for Jakester. Nice. All right. That looks like that could be a game 3 to me. I don't know about you guys, but that looks like we're going into game 3. Oh, never mind. That was just a game 1. What am I talking about? I thought that was game 2. That's where my head is. Okay. Very well done. Very, very well done. Okay. We'll go ahead and get the next series up and running. All right. In the top right, game 2. In the top right, our blue Protoss, it is DJ Koen. And in the bottom left, our red Protoss, it is Jakester. That was a very, quite a wild game. Crimson Joe, my friend, thank you so much for the follow. So this is if you're kind of in the more the beginner end of learning Protoss in tier 3, like our first series, this is a really good series to watch and study from, you know, someone of similar skill as you, because, well, I wouldn't say study, but review, right? Like I would certainly watch this series and just kind of observe and try to learn from the different game states. This is a great series to learn about game states when you're 2 gating. because both of these players are going 2-gate. And they're both going 10-12 2-gate. So they're doing the exact same opening. But as we saw last game, they're doing the same opening, but there are two very different ways you can go. And more than two. There are very different ways you can go. We even saw a game where someone decided to go, instead of going into goons or expanding, someone decided to go 3-gate. You could even do that. There's a lot of different paths you can take out of 2-gate, but it kind of starts the same, right? Couple pylons, couple gateways, no gas. A little bit. Okay, so the scout does get in. I feel like there's a little bit little bit disorganized with the unit management there. That looked a little chaotic. But, just an observation. So again, Jakester is opting to go for the, both players actually were opting to take the same route, DJ Koen, it worked great last time. Just, build a few zealots, hold the ramp, hold the choke point, go straight into goons. And Jakester, build a few zealots, take a really greedy expansion, dictate the early game. I will say, looking at both builds, I do think that Jakester's early game last game was definitely stronger. But I think DJ Koen had better overall game sense last game. He was very patient. And, kind of poking and prodding and really just nipping away at the economy as much as he could. And he just kind of pounced at the right time. But overall, Jakester had, I feel like, the stronger early game. He totally flipped the game on its head with a counterattack, despite being severely down in workers from Reavers. So that's nothing to shirk at, for sure. So we'll see how this goes. It looks like both players are kind of doing the same, playing this the same way they played the early game last time. So Koen is going into building some goons, going into Reaver. Jakester is kind of just building goons and building cannons. Now, the thing is, with cannons in PvP, they're not a bad way to go. They're not, especially if you find that more often than not, you will benefit from throwing down 2 cannons and, kind of buffering out your early game defense a little bit. They're okay. But once you get better at macro and once you get better at navigating your builds and stuff, you'll find that you'll start wondering like, should I just like totally not build cannons and just build like more gateways or something? So for every cannon that gets built, that's a gateway that doesn't get built. So always keep that in mind when you do build them. Particularly in this matchup, it matters. So that's just again, that's just something to kind of keep in mind when you're playing PvP. It's very, there's a lot of, particularly with this opener, there's a lot of finesse and a lot of you have to play a lot to know how it works. So I like that we're building a cannon here and kind of protecting ourselves from Reaver and there. And there's 2 cannons here. And it looks okay, so we're sending some zealots out to scout 3rd locations. That's exactly what these guys are doing, right? So I don't see a nexus here. I don't see a, do I see a probe moving up to this location? Okay. And then we have a Reaver shuttle. This time we have 2 zealots in addition to a Reaver. So the zealots will, especially if you focus them on, they'll definitely help against the cannons. But we have more cannons as well, so. And we have very well placed cannons. That shuttle cannot land there for free. So here we go. So I don't feel like DJ Koen thinks he can do anything with those with the shuttle right now, so he's bugging out. But look at this. We have so much supply here. And this is all probes. Yeah. So the blue Protoss definitely has, I think, a stronger defense right now, but these are also just zealots. Getting them lined up, getting good surface area on them. They're gonna die anyway, right? Oh, looks like we have Zealot leg speed already done. That's nice. Yes. Yes! Zealot legs is done and we're just... Yeah, so we're going to need... Definitely, if you're definitely doing... at this point, you definitely want at least 6 gateways, I feel like. DJ Koen definitely has the better gateway count. 4 is a little too little for 10 minutes. So, Speed Zealots now... Speed Zealots, again, will totally fight these. I think we're going to need 6 gateways to really make this production worthwhile, but Speed Zealots, this is definitely like the right idea. So yeah, I definitely think the gateway count's a little low. I'm harping on it, but it's assuming that you're always building units and your opponent is always building units. The 1 or 2 extra gateways is really going to make a difference. So this is a nice, I like just like diving in on his 3rd and going Don't go. Oh, storm! Stormy! Storm them. No! So we are taking out a Nexus, but we might get clobbered by... Well, actually, that was okay. We denied a third, and we're going to kill some goons. Neither... Okay, so... Zealots do have +1 upgrades. So, we definitely want the gateways. How many gateways do we have here? Okay, so we're going up to 8. Okay. No, sorry, we're going up to 7, I think. No, 8. 8 gateways, yeah, 4 and 4. So we have another round of speed zealots out, and these do have an upgrade lead. So that is something. That is something to consider. That will definitely shift the fight for sure. So. Oh my god, and the DT. Oh, that's so nasty. No obs or anything. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, we just need to keep building. Wow. Look at that. 13 minutes in and we're just building goon range. That's wild. We got a Reaver. Who needs goon range when you have Reavers, right? Oh man, he does have the better economy. I mean, 45 probes on 2 base is good. Oh no, storm! Okay, that's fine, I guess. We did get a bunch of probes. But we're also getting a bunch of probes here. That's gonna get taken care of. Oh man, we're mining off of only one base though. Oh my gosh. Is there a cannon here? Oh, if he goes straight for the oh sure, yeah, let's just kill the probe, why not? If he goes straight, no, he's not going to reach here in time. I was going to say, if he goes straight for this, he could totally kill some stuff before the cannon finishes. So he has the 2 base economy restored, and he has 8 gateways. So he now has more gateways than his opponent does, the red Protoss. So, you know, assuming the red Protoss is, the blue is building mostly goons and he builds mostly speed zealots out of 8. Can still do it, but the Reaver is coming back to be a nuisance. Oh my gosh. Oh, nice. Totally denied that. Oh my gosh. We have Oh, let's just A-move. Just A-move all these zealots. A-move them all. Oh, we're even in upgrades. I don't know. It may not work. And we're blocked. Oh, that sucks. I hate it. I hate it when I supply block myself like this. I have my brain's going like, I need to build this. I need to build this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Crap, I'm blocked. Oh, that sucks. All right, we're moving out. Let's live boys get the dead boys on 4 legs, and everybody just move. Why are all the zealots? Oh, is he gonna try and sneak attack up here? Oh, that's so poorly timed. What? Is he trying to sneak attack this base? I guess he was just trying to move around the army. Maybe. Yeah, just move them right in. Just flood them in, baby. Flood them in. Zealot flood. Zealot flood. Okay. Not quite enough zealots for a flood. We have some down here, but that's okay. We're still getting on top of cannons and killing them. Yeah. So these are enough goons that you can literally just dive on these cannons. You can literally just like move and focus fire down the cannons. And any decent Protoss will know what to focus fire on. Yes, there you go. Oh man, but we are mined out. Both bases are mined out. This is wild. If Jakester just spends all his minerals and wins this fight, he could win the game. I kid you not. This is like, oh my gosh. Literally just horde zealots up here and just send them down. He has so much money. Nope. Oh, that's a great time too. Get them while they're trying to get up the ramp. You want to know one of the most frustrating things in the world is Protoss is trying to move goons up a small ramp. That is the perfect time to jump on them. Oh man, what a slugfest. They're both out of money. They both spent all their money. Oh my gosh. This is like the last Viking squad of zealots right here. These guys are like, I don't care if my base dies or not, I am going down in a blaze of glory. I'm going to Asgard, not to the... Oh, no, sorry, not Asgard. Valhalla. I'm going to Valhalla, not my home base. You can take my base. This is hilarious. You can take the base. I'm going to Valhalla. GG. That was pretty funny. Like literally spent everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was good. Ratsar, thank you for the follow, my friend.